Welcome back to Brandon Sports, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing day. I'm here to go over my NFL Divisional game picks for Saturday, January 17th and Sunday, January 18th, 2026. We have 4 hopefully great games headed your way. Before we get into the breakdown of my game picks, please hit that like button and the subscribe button to the YouTube channel for more great content headed your way. Please share with your friends and family. Help the channel grow. Now, first we're going to start off with the Buffalo Bills, the Denver Broncos. This game is all about Denver. Now, people are going to say, well, Josh Allen is a former MVP. He's last year's MVP. Even though he has less on the offensive side of the ball, he still has to do more with less. That's the expectation. It's the same thing in basketball, same thing in football with Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, etc. And this game, this is not about Josh Allen. He just can't embarrass himself. But again, if Josh Allen lost his game going up against this Denver defense, I don't think anybody would be mad. It's just the way that how he's going to play in this game. Now, this is about Bo Nix, truly, because Bo Nix doesn't play well the first, second, and the third quarter. And then after that, in the fourth quarter, he gets run. You can't do that in the playoffs. This is division round. You had a bye week. You're at home. You're 8-1 at home, and you're 14-3. The Buffalo Bills are 12-5, and they're 5-3 on the road. This is all about Bo Nix. He cannot mess this up. If he loses this game, I wouldn't trust him. I simply wouldn't. You cannot go into this game not playing well. These past 3 games that you played, they have not played well in Denver. It has not looked good at all. This game is about Bo Nix showing that he can actually be a great NFL quarterback. Listen, is he a good NFL quarterback? Yes. Is he great? No. He has to prove it this week. With this defense that you have, and with this wide receiving core, you have Courtland Sutton. That's better than any receiver that Buffalo has. Now, I know J.K. Dobbins is out, but that's still, at the end of the day, you got to be able to try at least run the ball. You can run, Bo Nix can actually run, and you have R.J. Harvey, even though he's not a great running back. Still, this is going to be about passing on this Buffalo Bills defense. Denver has a top 10 defensive league, top 5 in my opinion. Great defense. And Bo Nix is utilize it. In order for Josh Allen to win this game, he just can't turn the ball over, and he's probably going to have to capitalize on the mistakes that Bo Nix makes. But this game is all about Denver for me. Again, I want to be mad if Josh Allen lost. Now, if he just threw interceptions and just did look awful, then he's going to get criticized, and rightfully so, because he's not above the criticism, just like any other quarterback would be criticized. But for me, Buffalo, number 1 seed in the AFC, you're at home. You have the home field advantage. You're at the highest altitude possible for this game. Bo Nix does not have any excuse to lose this game at home. I don't listen. J.K. Dobbins been gone, and they was winning without him. You have no excuse to be losing this game at all. Not just because it's always Josh Allen. He's a former MVP. No, it's the way. Yes, you won your last 2 games, but you barely beat Kansas City. You beat them 20-13. On Christmas Day. You lost to Jacksonville at home, which I picked Jacksonville to win that game, and then you faced the Chargers, and it was 19-3, and Bo Nix only had 141 yards. He led the team in rushing with 49 yards. They haven't had a 100-yard rusher since week 8, 111 yards by Dobbins, and then after that, they haven't had a 100-yard rusher. Again, Courtland Sutton, everybody has to step up on the offense side of the ball, but for me, Bo Nix is the key factor for this Denver's offense. If he plays well, followed by this defense getting after Josh Allen, this should be a great game for the Denver Broncos, and they should be headed to the AFC Championship game. Again, it's all going to come down to Bo Nix and how he's going to fare in this football game. If he plays awful and that defense is out there for too long, and Josh Allen is getting up and down the field on this defense because they're tired, we're going to blame this all on Bo Nix. The defense is not even going to get any blame because of how long they're out on the field for. If they continuously 3-and-out, and the defense is out there, and then they're getting tired, it's the same thing. That Steelers defense going up against Houston last week. What happened? They were tired. They made some great plays, but they were tired. They were out there because the offense couldn't get anything rolling. It should be the same thing for Buffalo's offense. Against this defense, Buffalo's offense shouldn't be getting it going, which means that Buffalo defense is going to have to work extra, which means that they're going to be tired. It should go that way for the Buffalo Bills, not Denver. Denver, this game again is about Bo Nix and how he's going to fare at home, having playoff advantage, having the playoff, obviously, home field advantage, but how he plays. No first quarter oopsies, second quarter oopsies, third quarter. You're supposed to go out there and dominate this team because led by your defense and led by you. If Bo Nix doesn't mess up, they win this game outright. Again, I cannot stress to Bo Nix enough. If they lose this game and it's because of you, you're going to get the blame. Nobody's going to say, well, he's a second-year quarterback. They're not going to hear that because this team that you have is a great team, especially the defense. You can't sit up here and get mad, he's a second-year guy and blah, 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 blah. No. It's the same thing with Trevor Lawrence of Jacksonville. If he was on this team and he was number 1 overall pick or whatever it was. I'm not saying Bo Nix was number 1 overall pick. I'm just saying they're going to be criticized. You're going to be criticized. This game is all about the Denver Broncos. I'm picking the Broncos to win. Again, if Josh Allen loses but he plays well and because his defense is not good enough, then it's going to be okay, he tried his best, he tried hard enough, and we'll see him next year. Now, this is his easiest path to get to a Super Bowl because Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are not there. Joe Burrow and the Bengals and Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens, are not here. But this is all about the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix. Now, Josh Allen, in this case, if he beats Denver, then you might as well just say they go in the Super Bowl. But again, Denver cannot lose this game. They just simply cannot. You're at home. You cannot lose. If you're a Denver Broncos fan and you lose this game, especially because of Bo Nix, and he's not converting on offense side of the ball, boo him out of that building. Boo him out of that arena, that stadium, whatever you want to call it at the particular point. They cannot lose. I'm picking Denver, and Bo Nix has to play well. And Josh Allen also has to play well. He can't play bad. He has to play a little bit well. And if they lose, it'll be okay. He's still going to criticize, but it'll be okay. But again, Denver should win this football game. Next up, we have the 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. Now, in this game, this is all about Sam Darnold. He's coming into this game with an oblique injury, but we hope that he can get through the game and actually play well. But for me, this is all about Seattle and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold has got to show up. He has got to play well in this football game. Again, they're 6-2 at home. You have the 12th man out there, one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL. You have Jackson Smith-Njigba. To me, he's probably going to win Offensive Player of the Year, being at the wide receiver position. You have a great running back duo on this football team with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Cooper Kupp can still make plays. You have Rashid Shaheed, who's going to be able to make plays. A.J. Barnum is basically a good tight end, a decent tight end, and you have a great defense. This should all be about Seattle. The same way I said about Denver, this should all be about Seattle in this game against the 49ers. Again, Sam Darnold has to play well. Make sure your defense gets on and off the field. If they're going to play well, you have to convert on offense and score. Now, again, for the San Francisco 49ers, they're playing with house money here. If you lose, you're going to say, well, you went up against Seattle and that amazing defense. They're 7-2 on the road. You shouldn't even be here. Mac Jones did a phenomenal job filling in for Brock Purdy when he was hurt. Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy have done an amazing job with this team. They're a 12-5 team. They lost George Kittle. Remember, Ricky Pearsall didn't play last week. You lost George Kittle. You don't have Deebo Samuel again. He's been gone all year. Brandon Ayuk had just not shown up. And he just has Christian McCaffrey now. So this is basically the 49ers coming into this game saying, listen, we're going to give it all we got. Fred Warner's hurt on defense. Nick Bosa's not there. They've been gone for half the year. Bosa's been gone for damn near the whole year. But this is about the Seattle Seahawks. Again, 49ers playing house money. If they lose, they lose. People are not going to be mad. Again, Brock Purdy, same thing with Josh Allen. He can't play bad. You can't play bad because obviously you're going to have people like Nick Wright. Oh, he's didn't play well against his toughest challenge, even though he has no wide receivers. But again, Brock Purdy has been fantastic this year. You got to give him his respect and his credit. Now, if they go on to somehow win this game, the 49ers, this would be one of the greatest accomplishments to me for Brock Purdy, especially for his career. But this would be a greatest accomplishment in NFL history as far as I'm concerned. Again, the 49ers, to me, I know the Seattle's probably going to be the favorite, which obviously they're 14-3 coming off a bye with the 12th man. You have that stadium. This is all about Seattle. Their defense and their offense, how Sam Darnold is going to play. Now, for the 49ers, we know that their defense can't get any pressure on no quarterback. I was surprised they got a sack off on Jalen Hurts just because they can't get pressure. Robert Saleh has been doing a good job, but they just can't get pressure with this team. They play well, but they can't get no pressure against the quarterback. That should work in Seattle's favor. Again, the 49ers are playing house money. If they lose, it's like, hey, well, we lost. We shouldn't have been here in the first place. And if they win, this is the biggest upset in NFL history. That's why this is all going to be on Sam Darnold. Now, for me, Brock Purdy, if he goes in there, you have Trent Williams. You have this O-line. You have Christian McCaffrey. He's going to have to rely on Christian McCaffrey a lot in this football game in order for him to win. But again, Brock Purdy goes in there, even if they do lose. Let's just say if they do lose. He goes in there. He plays well. Let's just say it comes down to the end of the game and he doesn't make a drive or he gets picked off interception and they lose. But he plays well the entire game. Nobody's going to be mad at him. The only reason why somebody's going to be mad at him is if he plays bad in the first, second, third quarter, then comes back in the fourth quarter and wins or something like that. But generally, nobody's going to be mad at Brock Purdy for this game unless you're just a hater and just don't like him. But this, again, all about Seattle in the offense. Sam Darnold has to take advantage of the fact that this 49ers defense gets no pressure at all. And that the 49ers don't have George Kittle, and they lost a lot of people. Again, this is all Sam Darnold. Now, for my game pick and who I'm picking in this game, I'm going to go with upset. I'm going to pick the 49ers. Even though Seattle going to probably win and my game pick going to be wrong, I don't care. I'm going with the 49ers for whatever reason I am. I'm just picking the 49ers. I think Brock Purdy is going to have an amazing game. Even though he's faced his defense twice already, I think he's going to be able to play a good game against Seattle. I think Brock Purdy is going to surprise a lot of people in the way that he plays. I think people are going to be shocked at how well he plays in this football game. They faced San Francisco in week 1 of this football season. and they lost 17-13. Then after that, they won the last week 13-3. So it's not like, even with the injuries, they was able to only score 13 points. The defense played well. So I'm giving the 49ers a great shot. I'm giving Robert Saleh, I'm giving Kyle Shanahan. I think it's going to go up against coaching too. Mike McDaniel versus Kyle Shanahan. Who's going to win? It's going to slug it out. But again, I have the 49ers win this game. I know people are going to say I'm crazy. Probably going to curse me out in the comments. It is what it is. I'm picking the 49ers in a huge upset. This is going to be the biggest upset of the week. For me, this is going to be the biggest upset. Because I think the Denver Broncos going to win. And when I get to my future picks, you're going to say, well, this is going to be the biggest upset. This is going to be the biggest upset in playoffs history, in my opinion. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm picking the 49ers to win this game. Again, Brock Purdy has to play a clean game. Can't get picked off. It's going to be hard for him just because he doesn't have the offensive talent. But again, I think Brock Purdy's going to be able to show you guys something special when it comes to him going up against Seattle. Even though if Seattle wins, again, I won't be surprised, but I'm picking the 49ers to win this game in a huge upset for the divisional weekend. Next up, we have the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots. Off the bat, I'm already going. New England Patriots are going to win this game. They have the home field advantage again. Houston is basically a team they play in a dome, really. But again, you're in Texas. It's warm in Texas. For me, the Patriots is simple. Drake May has to continue to keep pushing. Now, to me, this game is going to resemble what happened last week against the Chargers because this Houston's D-line is no joke. Double-digit sacks with Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. An amazing defensive line. Stingley at the cornerback position. Now, the good thing for New England is this is not a good thing just in general, but for the New England Patriots and their defense is that Nico Collins is not going to play because of the concussion that he suffered. He's not going to play. But Christian Gonzalez is going to play, so that means more locking down of the receivers for the Patriots, locking down the Houston receivers. Now, for me, this game, Drake May has to be awesome. It was his first playoff game going against the Chargers. Chargers have amazing defense. He has to go into this game and not turn the ball over like he did. He fumbled the ball a couple of times. This D-line's going to get pressure on him the same way the Chargers got pressure on him. This has to be a totally opposite game that he played last week. This game is going to be similar because if Will Campbell on the offensive line, the left tackle, if he doesn't block, this game's over. Especially if they put Will Anderson or Daniel Hunter. It don't matter who they put on his side. They better double one of them. If their left tackle for the New England Patriots, Will Campbell, does not block because he had a bad game last week against the Chargers, he has got to block. Hunter Henry has to show up. Stephon Diggs, Keyshawn Boutte, Kyle Williams, they all got to step up in this game. Ramondre Stevenson has been amazing. Trayvon Henderson has been amazing all year. Drake May, this is about Drake May and his team being at home. Now, Houston, again, amazing D-line, but the problem is, again, with the Patriots offensive line, that the offensive line is better, even though Will Campbell will be getting beat sometimes. The New England Patriots offensive line is not that bad as the Pittsburgh Steelers O-line. That O-line is horrible. I told you about this last week. The Steelers had a horrible O-line. The Patriots have a better O-line than the Pittsburgh Steelers, but also you have to put this into account too. Christian Barmore, Milton Williams, Harold Landry, this defense that the Patriots have and the way Mike Vrabel is going to have them come out and play against C.J. Stroud and this Houston Texans offensive line, that is horrible. He fumbled that ball, y'all, 5 times last week. His offensive line is terrible. It's terrible. They do not play. It's not a good offensive line. I know the report was that they traded Laremy Tunsil so they could rebuild the offensive line now while he's in his rookie contract. That was a bad mistake. Terrible trade to trade Laremy Tunsil. I don't care about how much money he's making. C.J. Stroud's in a rookie contract. Again, you have Woody Marks in this game. Nico Collins is out. You have Christian Kirk. Hopefully he steps up well. Jaden Higgins and then Jalen Noel is going to step up. But this game for me is all going to come down to C.J. Stroud and both defenses again. Can Drake May take advantage of the Houston's D-line and get the ball out fast enough and keep them on that field? Slow down the play calling, which means that if they're getting first downs, slow the process down, slow the pace down. If you're going for the deep pass, go for the deep pass and slow walk. Make this defense stay out there. Run the ball. You're not going to be able to really run the ball against this Houston D-line because this D-line is just great. But if you're throwing the ball and getting the passes out, stay on that field. Don't try to. Some plays you have to go for deep shot if you can. But for me, if I'm Mike Vrabel and my game plan is, listen, guys, we're going to slow walk the dog. We want to tire this defense out because guess what? The Patriots defense is going to be all over C.J. Stroud and this Texans offense. That the defense is going to have to be out there a lot. It's the same thing that I said about Denver and their defense basically making it terrible for Josh Allen so that the Buffalo defense got to come out there and then Bo Nix has to slow walk the dog too by basically having them go out there and make that defense tired. The one thing that Drake May has to do for this game is not turn the ball over again, but also make sure that this defense gets tired out. Have them on the field longer than their offense is out there. Make it just unfair and impossible, like they're just tired. They need to call all 3 of their timeouts. That should be their game plan. And to me, especially if the Houston Texans don't have Nico Collins, which they don't have him, this is a great way for the Patriots secondary to step up against the Houston Texans. Again, for me, my game pick and to win this game is the New England Patriots. They have to win. They're at home. Drake May, I think he's going to show out. I think he's going to win this football game. I think he's going to play a great game because of the experience that he had against the Chargers. Even though this is a total different defensive line, in my opinion, I think he's going to show up big time for this New England Patriots squad. Again, CJ Stroud's going to be in trouble. This Patriots defense is going to get after him and his O-line. Again, the New England Patriots has got to take advantage of the fact that CJ Stroud has a bad offensive line. Again, the New England Patriots should win this football game. I'm picking New England. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams at the Chicago Bears. Now, for me, y'all, this game should be a shootout. Chicago's defense is horrible. They're number one in takeaways. Always remember they're number one in takeaways, but this defense is horrible. They can't hold nobody. Now, in order for the Chicago Bears to win this game with Caleb Williams, you mean the same thing when I said about Bo Nix first, second, and third quarter. In this game, man, you can't come out like that. You have got to come out swinging. You have got to play well in the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. All the quarters, basically. You got to play well the entire game. No 59% complete percentage. You and Trevor Lawrence, for some reason, y'all complete percentage just be horrible. You have got to go out there and make the plays. Make the easy throws that you've been missing all season. Again, you play better this season, but your completion percentage has dipped. Now, the Bears' offense can actually go up against this Rams defense. This Rams defense can be had, especially in their secondary. This defense can be had by the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams. You see what he was doing to the Green Bay Packers in the fourth quarter. You know how Caleb Williams is. He's one of the best running throwing quarterbacks in the league. He just, the way he throws the ball off base a little bit, but even when he still throws that ball, sometimes he throws it too hard again. It pops to the receiver's hand, but he's good at doing that, and the way he's good at extending plays with his feet. Again, the Rams defense can be had, but again, the Chicago Bears defense is so bad. I just think that Matthew Stafford and this Rams offense is going to go up and down the field all over this defense. That's why it should be a shootout. This game should truly come down to the fourth quarter and who's making the plays and who's not making plays and who messes up. This game is going to be about which quarterback makes the mistake. And if the Rams defense can actually hold Caleb Williams, because again, they redid this entire offensive line for Caleb, which again, you had 2 guys on this offensive line be Pro Bowls or All Pros, which is a good thing for the Chicago Bears. Now, as far as Matthew Stafford goes, your quote might be MVP. He can't lose this game. This is all on Matthew Stafford. Because what I say again, Chicago's defense is not good. Their pass defense and their run defense is not good. The only good thing about this defense, again, is the takeaways. And Matthew Stafford has been turning the ball over these past couple weeks. That's exactly how Chicago should take advantage of the Rams. Again, the Rams offense got to take advantage of Chicago's defense being lackluster. They don't have anything. Again, Chicago Bears playing with house money. They shouldn't even be here when you really look at this. When it all comes down to it, they shouldn't be here. It's not a disrespect to say that they shouldn't just be here because they obviously earned it. But if you said at the beginning of the season, coming out of the NFC North, who's going to be on top? You're not going to say it was Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson. You would say they had a chance, but you weren't going to say it unless you're a Bears fan. They were going to come out on top. Now, for me, again, if Matthew Stafford loses this game, this hurts him and his not credibility as a quarterback, but it hurts his not even legacy, because we all know what Matthew Stafford is, but it hurts him in that this defense is garbage and you still lost and you turned the ball over and you were the reason why that you lost. Matthew Stafford cannot be the reason why this team loses. The same thing with Bo Nix in Denver. I keep going back to him, but you cannot lose this game if you're Matthew Stafford. Not at all. Not one bit can you lose this game. This has to be the game that the Rams win. Now, again, I think Chicago had a great season. I'm picking the Rams to win because their defense is obviously better than Chicago's. And Matthew Stafford, he is everybody's chosen MVP, even though I think Drake May is the MVP. But again, this is all on Matthew Stafford. This is a must-win game for the Rams, even though a lot of people want to see Chicago win. As a person, I can't, obviously I'm picking the game pick, but I'll try to remain unbiased. But you would like to see the Chicago Bears go to the NFC Championship game against maybe Seattle, maybe the 49ers. So people don't want the Rams to go back and win. It is what it is. I can't say that because I don't have no dog in this fight, quote. But still, for me personally, the Rams have to win. There's no excuse for Matthew Stafford to lose this game. Going against a terrible Chicago defense. And by the way, the weather is going to be 20 degrees and the wind chill is going to be minus 18. That might be a factor in this game for the Rams just because they're in LA. But now that you're coming here, there's going to be no excuses because you're the better team. And not only you're the better team, but you have the, quote, MVP on this team. So again, for me, the Rams have to win this game no matter what. Caleb Williams, again, nobody expected the Bears to be here. This is all on Matthew Stafford. If they win, nobody's going to be shocked. But if the Chicago Bears win, everybody's going to be shocked again. That's going to be the second biggest upset of the week because the first upset, I picked the 49ers, which that's going to be the biggest upset in the past decade. But this right here, the Rams should win flat out. It's probably, again, this is not going to be a defensive game. This is going to be a shootout between both of these teams. I'm picking the Rams to win this game. All right, guys, let me know in the comments section down below how you guys feel about all 4 of these divisional games. Let me know who you guys are picking in the comments section down below. If you're picking the Bills or the Broncos, 49ers, Seahawks, Texans, the Patriots, or the Rams and the Bears. Remember, after the Saturday slate of games between the Bills and the Broncos, 49ers, and Seahawks, I will be back to give you guys my instant reaction after that. And on Sunday, I'll be back to give you guys my reaction to the Texans and the Patriots and the Rams and the Bears. Again, I am picking the Broncos to win. I'm picking the 49ers with a huge upset. I'm picking the Patriots, and I'm picking the Los Angeles Rams because Matthew Stafford has to win. So let me know in the comments down below how you guys feeling about your game picks and why. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more great content headed your way. Please share with your friends and family so we can help the channel continuously grow. Until next time, guys, see you real soon.